Isabel Bolick here with Lakefront TV, and I know we look like it's Christmas time, but actually we are at Bay Street Players in Eustis, Florida, getting ready for a new show called Calendar Girls. With me I have Lainey Clark, and Lainey plays Chris in Calendar Girls. So Lainey, what's Calendar Girls all about?
Calendar Girls is about friendship, is the simple way to put it. There are 6 calendar girls, and we are raising funds because my best friend lost her husband, and we want to replace a very horrible settee, which is a couch, in the cancer wing of the local hospital.
And I think some of us, or maybe all of us, really wanted to do something on the stage at Bay Street, but when we got here, it was kind of a surprise that some of what we were going to have to do was to reveal things that we've not revealed to the public before. So this is Kat, and Kat plays Cora.
Come on, Cora, please. Where is everybody? Cora! Yo-ho, sodden ho. Do you hear, Heidi?
How did you feel about Calendar Girls?
I actually knew about the nudity before I auditioned for the show. I've seen the movie before, and I love the story and the basis of the story and how it is done out of love and also done to raise money for a disease that affects everyone's life. I think somehow either you've known somebody who has died from cancer, or you know somebody who's currently maybe survived cancer, or you know, have friends that know. I mean, cancer is a huge disease that affects everyone, and I like the story of this play that talks about raising money and also the empowerment of women too, to be able to reveal themselves and not be perfect bodies and not have the greatest body type, but not afraid to let it out and raise money.
So, Lainey, how did your family deal with you going to being in the Calendar Girls and maybe revealing a little bit? And how did you feel first time we were up on stage doing that?
Well, the first person I asked, needless to say, was my husband, and we've only been married a year and a half. And his response was, "You're an actor. It's certainly what you're comfortable with, and I'm very comfortable with it." My children were not as comfortable with it, but my son is coming to see me, and I actually was very comfortable with the whole idea because I read the script and I thought it was such an amazing story that I felt that the nudity was, or the semi-nudity was really a very small portion of the story. The first time I got up there, I don't know, I think I felt so close to the cast that I really didn't think much about it, because the first time we did it was for the calendar shoot, which I think you all know that we made a calendar that we will be selling, and the profits will be going for cancer research. So I think once we got going, we got warmed up, it was quite everybody just tossing clothes.
I like my stuff.
Oh, now, that's what I call a stocking filler. And then you give me a little hit.
Stop it.
And I come over.
Of course, the red shirt
Have you
died
been a
first.
good little girl this year?
I have Santa.
Oh, that's a shame.
We all have at least 2 photos, or 2 months out of the year, because there's only 6 of us to make a calendar for 12 months. And as they said, it's actually going to be sold here at Intermission to help raise money for cancer research. And my fiance is probably going to buy 2 or 3 of them. So,
And we do have strategically placed beautiful props.
Yes.
So it's a very pretty calendar as well. I will have to say that I haven't been on the stage in over 25 years, so I decided with a friend of mine to actually come here and try out. And I think I was probably not the first one to be chosen for the role, but I was probably the bravest one to do the role of Celia. And I will tell you, the group of women that I am working with are absolutely professional, beautiful women. They are the roles that they play, and I have learned so much from watching them, and some have been seasoned in doing this for many, many years, and then there's some like Kat that's still young, and she's just marvelous. And I will tell you that she opens our show with the most beautiful song and the most beautiful voice you will ever hear. So it's really, really a very talented cast that we have.
Celia, her character, and my character Chris have this kind of war going on, because I'm kind of the old school And Chris thinks she's all that. And along comes this beautiful young Celia, who still is all that. And Chris comes in and she's doing the old thing where she's going to go as the sexy Santa. And she makes fun of Celia, who comes in this beautiful coat. And Celia reveals underneath a much sexier Santa outfit and puts Chris in her place. She is the first of many who put Chris in her place in this show. And it is a very hilarious scene. And it is our Christmas scene. And it's actually a funny but yet touching scene. And it does start the show off in, it explains actually our friendships and explains why we are going to do the calendar, because it is a scene that tells John's story. John is the man that has cancer.
My name is Susan Mulholland, and I'm playing Annie Clark, who is married to John Clark. And she is the best friend of Chris, and the play centers around their friendship, around her marriage with John and what happens, and friendship in general, disappointments, aging.
Great lad. Great photographer. God, you should have seen some of the ones he's done of his parents.
Go on with your story.
Right. My name is Lou Buffetta, and I'm playing John Clark, her husband. We've been married for quite a while. And 28 years. And I'm more like a forest ranger, and I work in a place up there called the Dales, and that's up in Yorkshire County, England. That's a place where they used to do a lot of coal mining, and not anymore, but in the past. Up there's a high incidence of cancer up in that area. Leukemia, and especially the blood cancers like non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, stuff like that. And John, my character, contracts leukemia. And he's starting the process of going through chemotherapy. So in the first scene, he's very helpful. He looks good. Well, they notice he's thinning a little bit, losing weight, and that's part of the chemotherapy. The scene that you're looking at now is scene 2. It's Christmas time. I'm getting a little weaker. And with the chemotherapy, unfortunately, it's not successful, and I don't make it.
And therein lies.
But that starts the impetus for the calendar. Because I'm kind of a playful character, lovable. I am lovable. But I kind of flirt with the girls, which my wife doesn't seem to mind. I love her for it. And as you'll see, like in this scene, there's a little reveal scene where her best friend has a baby doll Santa costume come on, and I come on and I just play right up to it like, whoa, I really like this. And then her friend, Celia, right? She has an even shorter costume on, and I'm going, whoa, I really like Christmas. And that shows the playful character, and I guess because of that playfulness, they discovered a way to raise some money to help the cancer research up in that area. I'm impressed with the caliber of talent. These girls are very, very talented. Well, this is really a woman's play about women. I think the men are there for eye candy. So.
And in real life, we go from ages 38 to 72. And some of the lines of the play are very quotable about golf, about aging, about friendship, and about cancer. I have not acted for 5 years. When I retired, I did a play a year. And I look back on what I've done, and I really feel there was one other play that had messages like this, and that was 6 dance lessons in 6 weeks. This really is a good play, and the messages are there, even though, as we've said, there's humor, there's tears, there's wisdom. So you can't beat a play like that. So it's been well worth coming back for. I think I was meant to come back for this play. How much more I'll do, I have no idea, but I'm glad I did this one.
We open on January 29th, and it runs through February 20th. And we have shows that range from Wednesdays all the way through Sundays. We have matinees at 2, and we have evening shows at 8. We do have a website. Kat, you're probably more familiar. You've done a lot of shows here.
I believe the website is baystreetplayers.org. I may be wrong about that one, though. But you can always just Google Bay Street Players, and it will take you to the website for the Bay Street Theater. And actually, we open January 29th and run through February 21st is when we run through, too. And yeah, so definitely come check it out. It's going to be an amazing show.
And we do, I think, have a special that we're running with village residents as well, where they actually have a bus that they will be bringing the village residents to. So that's on the website as well.